Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I had to share this with you because this is very scary and it's not the first time I've heard of something like this happening. This happened in Florida, I believe in Miami, Florida. This woman, as you can see on the screen, she said she was great by the medical staff at Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami, Florida. And I also found out that she is LGBTQ. Okay, she has a wife, I believe, or a girlfriend or a wife, and she went in to get surgery. There's a piece of her throat, I forgot what it's called, but it had to be removed because someone he stuck his penis in her mouth, causing it to break off. They also found semen, a man's sperm, a man's sperm in her cervix, and that she went to the police. She wanted to sue. They told her they would handle things, and then they closed the case without her getting justice or anything. The woman could end up pregnant. She could end up with an STD, all types of stuff from, I don't know if it was her doctor or someone. It could be someone on medical staff. It could be the assistant. It could be a random janitor. Nobody knows. She had anesthesia, woke up in severe pain in her private areas and in her throat. The man's sperm, semen, one of them is in her. Okay, so I want to share her story of what happened. Also, this is her TikTok page. She has a GoFundMe, I guess, for help for legal reasons and everything, to pay for stuff to get justice. I still have to say allegedly, even though this is the story, this is what's happening. And from what I hear, it's not the first time there have been charges against this doctor, from what I'm hearing, allegedly against him for SA. Her name is Elegance Monroe. That is her TikTok. Okay, this is the company, the plastic surgery company she went to, Vixen Plastic Surgery. Okay, Dr. Cannon, Dr. Valadares, him, doctor, because that was the doctor she went to. The administration, Miami Plastic Surgery, again, Vixen Plastic Surgery, all over the place. This is her doctor that she went to. That's his picture. Okay, woke up, private areas hurting, throat mess up, piece of her throat out from someone sticking their penis so far in her throat, all of that. So I'm going to be quiet, and I want to show you videos of what she said, what the public is saying. And you cannot, there are actually women who heard her story and said they're still going to him. They said, I'm not going to cancel my appointment with this doctor, or you're a liar, or making fun of how she looks. Some women are doing that to her, that they don't even care. Some people are saying that it's bots and everything, but there are legit some women who said, I don't care that this happens to you. I'm still going to them. So, all right, let's get into it.
Put a finger down if you were raped while being under anesthesia at Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami. Put another finger down that due to the consistency of your injuries when you checked yourself into the hospital, the medical staff decided to perform a rape kit on you. And they found cervix, upon the conclusion of their rape kit, they found semen in your cervix. Put another finger down if you had to have your uvula removed due to the sexual trauma you experienced in your throat while being under anesthesia. Put another finger down if Miami Police Department was investigating this rape all the way up until 4 days ago and then just blindsided you by deciding to close out your case. Put another finger down if the detectives at the Miami Police Department had taken you on a wild goose chase for the better half of 7 months and refused to give you a copy of your rape kit. Put another finger down if Miami Police Department notified the surgeon that you were investigating.
Vixen Plastic Surgery. Are we assaulting people? Are we assaying people while they're sleeping, while they're passed out, while they're under anesthesia? Because according to this woman, I will be tagging her below. According to this woman, that is what this doctor, Dr. Vet, whatever, that's what he likes to do. He likes to insert himself deep down into somebody's unconscious throat, so much so where they damage their uvula. Not only is this operation not being held in a hospital, is being held in a regular medical office building. Like, you like to assault your patients while they're sleeping, and you like to have your office staff Leave good comments under your shit. Is that what we do now? Because I noticed that your comments are limited. Again, according to this woman, her wife was not allowed inside the building. The whole building as a whole, while she was under anesthesia getting cut up and tucked in, while you had your member deep down her uvula that it broke. She needed surgery for it. She got a kit done. That kit came back positive. It came back positive for your swimmers and shit. Dr. Vida would have ever rapist, allegedly rapist. I checked the reviews on Google. Awfully weird, awfully suspicious. Your comments are limited, but you didn't see fit to put out a post. You're guilty. You, doctor, guilty. That is just my opinion. Put me on that jury. I will vote to convict.
So there's a woman on here who is claiming that she was SA'd by the medical staff while under anesthesia at Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami. This is disgusting. She actually lost her uvula because of that situation. She's doing a whole story time on the details and how the Justice Department failed her and how she waited 7 months. I mean, she goes into details like she got a grape kit done and she wasn't even able to get a document of the grape kit. However, she has a whole bunch of documentation and a whole bunch of videos of everything that she has had to keep up with, just in case like people thinking that she ain't got no proof. So she has a lot of proof on her side. But that's also one thing I want to address in this video. The fact that women have to have so much proof and yet something still doesn't get done for them is disgusting.
A woman goes in to have a procedure only to find out that she had been raped by somebody on the medical staff. She even mentions that she went to the hospital to do a grape kit and they found male mayonnaise inside of her. Okay. This is a very disgusting and terrifying story. I tagged her here so you can go and see some of her videos. But this is really bad. This is really bad. Y'all know that I take SA really seriously as a victim and a survivor myself. I can't stand it. No. There needs to be justice. They need to be held accountable for their actions. And they need to be locked up. Whoever did it and also whoever allowed it to happen, because I know it was more than one person involved. They need to be locked up. But anyway, please go check out the video. I'm spreading awareness because she needs justice, okay? What happened to her was terrible.
This woman is reporting that she went in to have plastic surgery and she was SA'd while under anesthesia by the doctor. She had to have emergency surgery to repair her uvula, and Miami PD just closed the case. So she's taken to social media to look for other victims. Meanwhile, this doctor, his photo and all of his information is still on the website for the surgery center as he's still working. Her name is Myosha, and I'm putting her at below if you want to go to her page and look at some of the videos that she's posted as well. She went to Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami, and her procedure was done by Dr. Eric Valadares. She had lipo 360 done, and her wife was not allowed in the waiting area afterward. They made her wait outside. She was forced into a wheelchair to leave before she felt like she was ready, and she was in severe pain. 4 hours later, after realizing she had pain in areas that she should not have pain in, her wife took her to a local hospital where they did a safe exam. And her kit came back positive for male semen at her cervix. She also had to have emergency surgery to have her uvula in the back of her mouth repaired from the damage that was caused. Her safe exam kit was turned over to the Miami police as well as all of the evidence that she had, and they later closed the case. She said after a 7-month runaround, they let her know that they had closed the case with no explanation. It's also reported that after she started posting, more than 20 women have come forward explaining similar situations. At the very least, Miami PD owes an explanation for what happened here.
Did y'all hear about the woman that was raped and hurt so bad by her surgeon at Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami that she had to get her uvula removed and there was semen left in her cervix when she woke up from anesthesia? Yes, y'all. And her name up here is Elegance Monroe. So basically, this woman literally went to go get surgery. She said she went to go get a 360 lipo, and I believe she said something with her breast, like a breast lift, but she ended up just getting a 360 lipo. Therefore, there was nothing from the waist down. So nothing down there below her waist should have been hurting. This woman said she went into surgery. She was under anesthesia. When she woke up, she was in so much pain from the waist down. And like I said, there shouldn't have been no pain down there because she didn't have anything done below the waist. She said the two nurses were being extremely rough with her. They were pulling up the straps from the faja and they like forcefully and violently put her inside of the wheelchair. Mind you, you're not even supposed to allow anybody to leave, you know what I'm saying, the facility while they're still under anesthesia. She still had 4 more hours to go before the anesthesia even fully wore off. They were like trying to rush and throw her out of the hospital. She was trying to express how much pain she was in and speak up for herself, but every time she tried to speak, it felt like she was getting ready to swallow like something big, like a piece of meat or something. Come to find out, it was because her uvula was literally detached. Do you understand what has to happen for somebody's uvula to be detached and hurt that bad that it feels like somebody's getting ready to swallow it? When she was under anesthesia, the surgeon had to have climbed on top of her and literally put his manhood down her throat, and he was being so rough that he detached a part of her body. Then it didn't stop there. He also continued and graped her down below, you know, in her pocketbook as well, because that was in excruciating pain. Then when she went and did a grape kit, it came back positive and she still had semen in her cervix, y'all. You're supposed to be getting a procedure done, lipo. Why is a surgeon climbing on top of his patients and graping them? I don't care what nobody say. Everybody in that facility had to have known what was going on, because like I said, even the nurses putting that faja on her and forcefully and violently and put her inside of that wheelchair like that, y'all knew something, because y'all were trying to rush that lady out of there and she was still under anesthesia, not even fully bounced back from that. The woman's wife tried to come upstairs and get her. They would not allow the woman's wife to come upstairs. They made her wait outside for her wife to come downstairs. Then they brought her down to her wife, and her wife was so confused, she put her in the car and was lost. They went back to the Airbnb, she said, her and her wife, and she waited another 4 hours for the anesthesia to wear off. After that, that's when she went to the hospital and she had a grape kit done on her, and it came back positive, like I said. When she told the police, they made it seem like they were going to do something. Miami Police Department, they did nothing. They told her basically not to make it hide, because if the surgeon knows, he'll try to leave the country and do what he got to do to protect himself as a surgeon. All of that, come to find out, they go behind this woman's back, the police department, and tell the surgeon themselves. Why would y'all tell her not to tell the surgeon so he won't try to run away, and y'all go tell him anyway? I'm starting to think that they are connected to this surgeon. Then when the woman tried to obtain a copy of the results of her positive grape kit, the police department told the people that gave her the grape kit that she could not have a copy of her kit. They also won't even give the woman a copy of her police report. But thankfully, she was thinking smart, and ahead of time, she recorded everything. She recorded her going to the hospital, the details, the text messages and everything between the detective, and she even recorded herself taking the grape kit and, you know, receiving a positive grape kit result. Then fast forward, Miami Police Department now has closed this woman's case out, even though everything came back positive, and she had to have another surgery 72 hours after the first surgery to have her uvula removed because it was so damaged and detached. This is sickening, and I know for a fact, the fact that they're so comfortable doing this and the police is not helping, and like I said, I think they're all connected. I know for a fact that she is not the first victim, and I do not believe that she will be the last. Imagine going in to get a procedure for whatever reason, cosmetic reasons, whether you need it, whether you don't need it, whether it's a want or a need. And imagine the person that you're supposed to be able to trust decides to climb on top of you while you're under anesthesia. That is so foul. Then to make matters worse, she even said it in the video. You climb on top of this woman, the audacity, and you so rough that her uvula is detached and no protection, leaving semen in her cervix. Like, this is ridiculous. She tried to do everything she could with the law. She's not being helped or heard. There is something foul going on with Vixen Plastic Surgery and the police department. So now she's up here on TikTok trying to get help, trying to get as many reposts and shares as she can, because there needs to be justice brought to this situation and the cases before hers and whatever may have happened after her as well. This is ridiculous, y'all. Please get as much attention to this as possible. And if anyone has had a bad experience with Vixen Plastic Surgery and you have not been heard and your case has not been resolved, or you felt like something happened, you're not too sure, something was a little off after your surgery, please do not be afraid to either DM her. Like I said, her name is Elegance Moreau. DM her, DM me, get your story out there. Everybody needs to come together, and Vixen Plastic Surgery needs to be taken down. This is ridiculous. Like, women are not safe anywhere.
So that is it for today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do you believe her that this happened? And I mean, what do you think she should do? I think she should still try to sue. And this is absolutely disgusting to me. Imagine how she feels. I mean, the man, a man, maybe multiple men taking turns on you, sperm inside you, destroying your throat, and God knows what else could happen. This is just terrible. She has to get justice, period. I support her completely. And again, I know a lot of you are going to try to go to a woman doctor. I'm sure most of you. Again, dentist, OBGYN, anything. Okay, because once you go under with that anesthesia, you do not know what's happening unless you are secretly recording in some type of way. So that is it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.